We're going to explore 5 next-generation investing ETFs that are involved in growing trends and are the wave of the future. So stay tuned for the full episode. This first fund we're going to take a look at is the Qqqj. Now the Qqqj itself is the top 100 NASDAQ stocks. The Qqqj is 100 to 200. Now here's the chart of the Qqqj. It's actually been down about 9% off of the top. Here's a look at the top 10 holdings for Qqqj. The nice thing about this particular ETF, it gives you diversification. The next fund we're going to look at is Innovation Etf, ARKK. Here's a look at the chart for the ARKK, ARK Innovation. Now this has taken a pretty big hit off of the top. The last 3 months it's down about 30%. We don't have an official buy signal on this yet, but it does look like it has some potential in the future. Of course, last year, most people heard about this fund. It was up over 100%. Here's a look at the top 10 holdings. Looks like they have Tesla as their #1 holding right now. One of the reasons this fund did so well in 2020 was because it was holding Tesla, and Tesla was up almost 1,000% at one time. The fund manager here has been able to make some good choices, so they did have a great year in 2020. Like I said, they're down about 30% in 2021 as the time of this video. The next ETF we're going to look at is the Blackrock Future Tech ETF. Here's the chart on the Blackrock Future Tech ETF. It's down about 20% the last 3 months. Here's the top 10 stocks in the Blackrock Future Tech ETF. Also, keep in mind, once we look at these ETFs, we're going to look at our market conditions, our market timing model, and see where we stand right now in the markets. Here's the Blackrock Future Innovators. Here's a chart for the Blackrock Future Innovators, down about 20% the last 3 months also. Here's a look at the top 10 stocks. Like we said, many of these you probably have not heard of. So do you want to invest in these ETFs right now? Of course, that's everyone's own individual choice, but let's take a look at where we're at in the market conditions. So right now, at the time of this video, we're in May of 2021. The May to October period is typically the weakest 6-month time period, otherwise known as sell in May and go away. Here's a 1-year seasonal cycle pattern for the Dow Jones Industrials. This was put together by Steve Rhodes. Right now, we're in the middle of May, pretty much at this low point. Now this tells us the past history of the Dow Jones Industrials over the last 86 years. Doesn't necessarily tell us what's going to happen in the future, but we could possibly bounce a little higher from the lows that we're at now, and then a possible attempt to go lower in late June. Another peak out in sometime mid-July, with the lows of the season somewhere around September and October. Here's an advanced decline cycle put together by Larry Williams. We're at the low point of this particular cycle, starting to move back up, puts us around the 1st of June, and this is showing a low point back in mid-July, for example. Now for the greatest diversification, I like the Qqqj. Now here's the chart again for the Qqqj. It's down about 9%, highly diversified. Now for the greatest potential to the upside, the ARK funds, they have shown that they can pick some good quality stocks that move quickly. If you're a more aggressive trader, then this particular fund might be the one for you. So we've taken a look at 5 good next generation growing trend ETF funds that you may want to invest in for the future. I want to thank you for watching. Stay tuned for our next update.